and Believe Nomad Cast stands on three foundational pillars: mental awareness, life lessons, and unique storytelling. Welcome everybody to episode 52 of the Trust and Believe Nomad Cast. Thank you for tuning in today on the 4th of January, 2022. 2022, 4 days in to January. Let's keep rolling. Let's steamroll this joker. Keep going to greatness. Before I get started with my opening remarks, again, got to take care of some housekeeping notes, admin notes at the bottom. The Trust and Believe Nomadcast.buzzsprout.com continues to serve as your one-stop shop for all your audio and video podcast experiences, right? You can go on, you can choose your Apple, your Spotify, your Amazon, your Google podcast. You can access it all. If you want to do that, you can go ahead and listen to the audio version of the Nomad Cast on the website as well. At the top right corner on the banner of the website, you can click on my Instagram page and access my YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, you like what you hear, go ahead and click that subscription button and that bell icon, so you will be notified of any future related content from the Trust and Believe Nomad Cast. Thank you again. Thank you again. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I am on TikTok, which, like I said yesterday, is becoming one of my favorite social media apps. And I was against TikTok. Man, it's for the young folks, man. All they doing is the toilet paper eating challenge and all these little silly challenges. But it's for the adults too. They got a lot of unique stuff on there. I like it. I enjoy it. All right. So going to my opening remarks today. Today's opening remarks, we'll talk about something that's kind of near and dear to me for a couple seconds, for a couple minutes, and that is French fries. I am a connoisseur of French fries. I am a type of guy. I was born and raised when my grandmother taught me how to cut a potato, right? Slice it up, put that joke in some grease, and you fry you some potatoes, fry you some French fries. And of course you can buy the Ore-Idas, you can buy all these other brands as well. So now Wendy's came out a little while ago and said they're changing their French fries. 2-to-1, our fries are preferred over McDonald's. Burger King changed their fries. Arby's went back to crinkle fries. Everybody changes their French fries in order to, penetrate the market with McDonald's French fries. My thing is, all these companies are chasing McDonald's. Everyone's chasing McDonald's as it relates to fries. But the thing about it, the company that y'all chasing ain't changed nothing. McDonald's fries have been the same since the beginning of time. They have this one distributor, this one farm, this one farmer where they get all their potatoes from. They ain't changed nothing. Wendy's changed the fries. White Castle changed them. Burger King, Arby's, everybody changed their fries. We gotta penetrate that market share. We gotta get into that market. McDonald's is beating us over the head with French fries. But the company that y'all chasing ain't changed nothing. Stick to what you know, stick to what is good, and stay in your lane. Years ago, like the old timers we remember, Wendy's had some good fries years ago when all their packaging was yellow. I worked at White Castle, and my wife don't believe this, but White Castle, we used to have some good French fries. I don't know what these little crinkle things are now. One thing about it, when you make French fries, you got to put some salt on them to kind of sustain that strength, right? Burger King had good fries years ago. They changed them. Arby's had fries. They changed them. Look, man, find out your niche. Stop paying all these marketing companies, giving them a $4 million budget to tell you to change something. And then 5 years later, when McDonald's is kicking your butt as it relates to French fry sales, you change over again. Stick to what you know. Stick to what you have. Like In-N-Out. In-N-Out, if you ever been to an In-N-Out, it's really on the West Coast. Their burgers are phenomenal. The fries are garbage. But you say, they said, you know what? We're not changing these garbage cardboard eating strips of potatoes. we're going to continue to sell them. Stick with what you know. Stay in your lane. That's all I'm going to say on that, because now it's getting me hungry. I'm going to go upstairs after I finish this, cut some potatoes, and make some French fries. All right. That concludes my opening remarks. Just a little small rant about French fries. I enjoy eating French fries. Yes, I do. All right, got a great show lined up today. Talking on the Tuesday, as I prefaced yesterday, we're going to talk about it's never too late. You're never too old to chase and achieve your dreams. It is never too late. You're never too old to chase and capture your dreams. Stay tuned. Stay locked. Talking on the Tuesday. Monday Mental Combat. What am I thinking? I'm stuck in yesterday. Talking on the Tuesday. Trust and believe, y'all. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Trust and Believe Nomad Cast here on a Talking on a Tuesday. And today's segment is titled, You're Never Too Old to Chase and Capture Your Dreams. Again, you are never too old. We are never too old to chase and capture our dreams. One thing about it, we look at life, we look at humans, we look at everyone that's around us, whether they in our circle or not, internal or external. And sometimes I think we base our success, we base our failures, we base what we're doing in everyday life, we base it on those around us. What speed are they going? Well, he got his bachelor's degree at age 25. How come I ain't get mine till age 58? Or they got a brand new house at age such and such. How come I ain't get mine to age, whatever. And I think one thing about it, we as humans, as we continue to evolve and get rid of the negativity and some of the things that hold us back in life, we have to realize we are all on different time paths. Our speed in life is different. The way that I functioned as a 21-year-old, the way I functioned as a 25-year-old is not the same as my daughter and son, even my wife or anybody that's around. They didn't function that way at the same age. It's all about how you grew up, who you grew up around, your environment, your culture, whatever. What were you were exposed to? All that plays a role. Your drive, everything. And so that's one of the reasons why I titled this, You're Never Too Old to Chase and Capture Your Dreams. Because I think sometimes we frustrate ourselves. Again, I always try to use the term we, because I am included in this. We frustrate ourselves because we look at everybody look at situations as a time stamp. I should be here. My destination should be here. And a lot of times it's not. Some people have to pay more dues than others. Some people's dues are front loaded. Some dues are back loaded. It all depends on the situation. But I want to present 6 individuals, right? And this list is fluid. It's not set in stone. You can go on the internet and find hundreds and hundreds of people. But I picked 6 celebrities, from actors, comic book writers, directors, fashion designers, whoever. I picked 6 of them, and they kind of tell their story. Now, you guys may know their stories, which is great. Thanks for continuing to tune in to something you already know. But I think it's unique that, they're on the so-called celebrity A-list status. But when I read some of their bios, they came from humble beginnings, troubled beginnings, times where they didn't even want to do the things that they're successful at now. And I think we have to kind of look at that and say, you know what? It's never too late. The old saying goes is you're never too young to teach. You're never too old to learn. And I think that's what we have to do. We have to realize, hey, if it takes till I'm 95 years old, I'm going to get it. But the most important thing is you have to have that drive. You have to have those foundational, critical motivating factors in your life to do the right thing, to push forward. I talked about putting the shoulder against the boulder. Keep pushing that rock up, man. It's a reason why mountains are not smooth. You know what I mean? If a mountain is smooth, you can't climb it, right? A mountain has edges on us, has rocks sticking out of it. Climb it, climb it, climb it. No matter how long it takes to get there, you will get there. All right, so let's go ahead and get started because, I start going on these rants and then the Nomad Cast like 5 hours long. So we're going to go ahead and start. Again, this is 6 influential people. A few are not here, rest in peace, that's on this list. But I just want to just capture 6 people whose lives took shape later on in life, whose careers took shape later on in life. But the one thing about it, they never got up. They never gave up. They never quit. They never said, woe was me. Well, they probably did. I don't know. But it seems like they continued to persevere and do the right things. All right. Let's go ahead and start with number 1, Stan Lee. Everyone knows Stan Lee. Stan Lee is famous. Stan Lee, he created his first hit comic, The Fantastic Four, just shy of the age 39 in 1961. In the next few years, he created the legendary Marvel Universe, whose characters such as Spider-Man and the X-Men have become cultural icons. Think about it. And I emphasize the age 39 for a reason. 39 years old in 1961 is definitely different from 39 in 2022. But that's neither here or there. He created his first comic book at the age of 39. Usually at the age of 39, you're on the other side of life, right? You should have been working probably since the age of 14, 15 is considered those times. I think you should have started empowering down your career, your life, your job, what have you. And he came at the ripe age of 39, just shy of 39. Might as well say he was 39, and created the Fantastic Four. And what they did, they catapulted into Marvel. Now you look at Marvel, billion-dollar company, huge. He never quit. He found success later on in life, right? Never too old to chase and capture your dreams. Number 2, samuelLjackson. We all love samuelLjackson. He ain't never met a curse word he didn't like. samuelLjackson, he has been a Hollywood staple for years now, but he's only had a few bit parts before landing an award-winning role at age 43 in Spike Lee's film Jungle Fever way back in 1991. Fun fact about samuelLjackson that some of you may know, some may not know. A year after Martin Luther King's funeral, samuelLjackson got into trouble at Morehouse College after he and a group of student activists held the college board of trustees hostage. One of those trustees was Martin Luther King's father, Martin Luther King Sr. That is a fun fact. You look at samuelLjackson now, you look at him on all the commercials, the Capital One commercials, and he's on all the X-Men, all these Marvel movies and movies in general. You look at this guy and you would think that, he would have quit when he didn't get his first acting job. He started doing all the stuff in the early 70s, never got on, never could get a permanent, consistent acting career. And a lot of people would say, you know what, forget it. I've been trying this acting thing for 10 years, 20 years. It's not working. I'm going to go back to college and be a computer programmer. But he stayed with it. He stayed in the fight. He had trouble, got in trouble over holding Martin Luther King's father hostage. This Martin Luther King's father hostage, kicked out of school, did whatever. But he decided, you know what? I'm instead of trying to be political, which is never wrong, I'm gonna try to use that use that drive to be an actor. Who knows what would happen if that current situation, the one I just mentioned about Martin Luther King's father, who knows what would have happened, would have transpired in samuelLjackson's life, his way of thinking, right? If he hadn't done that. Because he even said it, that kind of propelled him to, use his political drive in acting. But it took him years to finally latch on. It's one of the things, you can't never give up, man. Jimmy Valvano said it in his speech at the ESPY Awards back in the day. He said never, he was relating it to cancer, but he said never give up, never give up, never give up. You can't give up. You're never too old to chase and capture your dreams. Number 3, Betty White. And I want to say before I start reading hers, Betty White, we lost her a couple of days ago. Phenomenal actress. And from what I've read, she's a phenomenal person. She was a phenomenal person as well. Everyone remembers her. Golden Girls. I loved the Golden Girls. Golden Girls back in the day used to come on Saturdays on NBC. I think right behind Amen and before Empty Nest. I'm telling my age here, but yeah, the Golden Girls. All the Golden Girls are now in heaven. They are reunited again. But Betty White, she enjoyed minor roles on television in the 40s, but the actress didn't receive notoriety until her role on the Mary Tyler Moore Show back in 1973, when she was 51 years old. Later on, Betty White will go on to star in the Golden Girls, and the rest is history. Again, she was a few days shy of her 100th birthday, but I think she's lived a life. And I remember reading somewhere, and she was a host on one of the shows, and she got a lot of pushback because she had a black tap dancer on one of her shows. I have to kind of relook the story, kind of going off memory here. But she got a lot of backlash for that, for having a black African-American tap dancer on one of her shows. And I think the show got canceled right after that. You know, that's unfortunate, but all praise is due to her, man. From what I've seen and read from her, they said she was a great person. She was funny too. Betty White. All right, number 4, Ava DuVernay, which is she's a film director. She never went to film school. Her career began at CBS News, where as an intern she assisted on the coverage of the O.J. Simpson murder trial. That's back in '94. Since then, she switched to publicity. She then switched to publicity, working at 20th Century Fox and Savoy Pictures before starting her own public relations firm, the highly successful DuVernay Agency. However, she was always drawn to film. Now remember, she didn't go to film school, but she was always drawn to film. And her first movie, a 12-minute short about her mother called Saturday Night Life, became part of Showtime's Black Filmmaker Showcase. Just think about it. Ava DuVernay didn't find success until years later. And what she's doing right now, she's, publicity, acclaimed director, but she never went to school, never went to film school. She didn't want to do it. And now look at her. She's like one of the best directors ever. Never too late to chase and capture your dreams. Ava DuVernay. Number 5, verawang. verawang. She was a competitive figure skater and a journalist and a fashion editor in her early career. But it wasn't until she was 40 that she flirted with the idea of becoming a fashion designer. At 40, she started fresh and launched her now iconic bridal line, and she never looked back. This goes to show you that the career path you choose in your 20s isn't always the one that will garner success and fulfillment later on in life. Think about that. Until she was 40 years old. She was a figure skater at that, right? And a journalist. And she didn't get into everything. She didn't find her success until she was 40 years old. Think about that. Think about that. That, again, I like this last line. It says, this goes to show that the career path you choose in your 20s isn't always the one that will garner success. That is so true. That is so true. And you got to keep pushing, man. Push that shoulder against the boulder and keep pushing, because you never know what's on the other side. We can never quit. Don't care about age. Aaliyah had a song years ago, age ain't nothing but a number. That's all it is. It's a mindset. If you're 50 years old and you want to get your master's degree, go get it. If you're 70 years old and you want to learn how to do carpentry work, household repair, do it. Do not quit on the things you want to do. Please don't do it. Last one, y'all. Number 6, Morgan Freeman. He is one of the most famous actors, and he didn't even get his start until he was in his 40s when he was on the Electric Company in Another World. I remember that. His big break happened when he reprised his role from stage as Hulk in Driving Miss Daisy. And if memory serves, I think they came out in '89. Since then, he's become the coolest narrator any film can have and was actually playing God in a movie or two. Think about it. No matter what happens in life, if you had to pay somebody to narrate your life, I would pick I would pick Morgan Freeman with no questions asked. Just the way he enunciates the words, the way the words flows. You know, the letters, the sentences, the paragraph, the phrases, the way they intertwine with the sound of the microphone. It's truly, truly phenomenal, right? As you can see, I tried to get my little Morgan Freeman in, but yeah, I'm nowhere near it. But I tell you, the voice is phenomenal. He's one of them guys, one of them people. You don't even need to look at him. I just want to hear you talking. I want you to Morgan Freeman. Please, sir, can you narrate my life? Can you narrate my time in the Marine Corps? Can you narrate my marriage? Can you narrate me being a father? Can you narrate my time in the Army? Can you narrate my promotion ceremony when I made Master Sergeant? Can you do that, sir? No, I'm just playing, y'all. No, but seriously, I tell you, Morgan Freeman, phenomenal actor. All these folks I have on this list. Again, this list is fluid. It's never ending. You can find it on the internet. It's like hundreds and hundreds of folks. But the main thing I'm trying to take away, the main takeaway, right, of this segment is you're never too old to chase and capture your dreams. Never forget, never give up, never give up. You can never give up. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes Talking on the Tuesday today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. As you notice, the last few episodes, I enjoy lists. 5 of this, 7 of this. One thing about it, it keeps you honest. It keeps you on glide path. You can only touch the wave tops when you're talking about some of these things, because you can conduct the deep dive and you have a 4-hour nomad cast. But I really like these. This is something I want to do going forward. I really enjoy them. But I thought this was critical as we grow in our development as humans, as we get older. 2022, as soon as we blink our eyes, it'll be 2023. We cannot sit around. We cannot wait. You can never cheat Father Time. You can never cheat Mother Nature, and you can never cheat life. We only get one lap around this thing. Let's do whatever we can. God placed us on this earth for X amount of years. Let's maximize those X amount of years and do what we can. Be consistent. Be deliberate. And everything will work out. Never give up, y'all. All right, that was Talking on the Tuesday here on the 4th of January, 2022. Tomorrow is Way Back Wednesday. And I'm going to tell a story from the year 1984. I was in the mall and my father almost beat the brakes off of me because I muted myself for about 30 minutes. I will tell you that story. That's tomorrow. That's for Way Back Wednesday. But again, that concludes today's Talking on a Tuesday. Appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, you like what you hear, you like what you see, and you want to be notified of future episodes, again, go ahead and subscribe, click that bell icon, and you're locked in. You are locked in, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it. See y'all guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Be safe, y'all. All praises due. Trust and believe.